Right, now to wait for confirmation that I am in fact online. It already seems like it. Okay, almost ready to go. Let me see right here. Right. Both are informed. Big fish, what? Nice greeting though. Memes. That's great. Right, so now that I have confirmed this, I'm going to get a few things out of the way and then start. I'll try to not take long. So, as I've announced, it's the first stream since I returned from vacation. It was a bit of a pill finding something to stream, considering I did Overwatch for like ever, which wouldn't do. And the other thing that came to mind needs lots of co-players from Inc. It's a Rocket-chan network basically, and yeah, I haven't been on Inc for quite a while. So hey, wait, hi Mick. Anyways. So, I happen to be a beta tester for Megaman Rockforce. Plan is that I address whatever I remember from that. My memory is not entirely perfect. And if not, I have my vacation to fall back on because it's been a bit of a ride sometimes. Final thing that I'll disclose, point out, whatever. I may come across as a little airheaded at the moment. That'd be because I was stupid and took my concentration meds, Concerta, way beyond the point I was supposed to. And it was because I'm not supposed to be concentrating on anything, but if I take those meds past 11, I usually feel very airheaded, and I run the risk of not falling asleep later on. So that's something we might have to deal with. Anyway, that'll be it for me on the cam, and I shall open up Rockforce now. I'll keep the intro going in case there's anyone from one of my Discord groups watching. Also, I'm going to turn down the volume. Right. As I was saying, the Discord group we talk about is a huge Splatoon Discord group. A fair few of them also play Overwatch with me. Big, please. You think I won't show Fireman? Wow. Yeah. And the new Future Masters. Yeah, I'll make the point. Yes, Big Fish, it is. That's the wrong beta, Big Fish. That was the pre-release beta, before the initial release. The beta I'm doing is as Mr. Giortina said, that thing. less balance? Yes, exactly. Exactly. Fireman is something. It's delightful to play around with though, and in fact, back in one of Milkwabani's videos, in the comments of that video, I said that perhaps I should dick around with Fireman and point out just what silly things you could do in, well, as in his Sonic Boom mode. Of course, it took me a while to get on with this because, well, yeah. As I was saying, it did take me a while. I work on absolutely everything and rarely do I finish one of these things. But today, oh yeah, there's Roll. That's one of the things I learned from the intro. Roll needed a lot of work back then. As I was saying, but today, with both Overwatch and Rocketchan Network not being options, there comes the airheadedness. Right. I thankfully remembered I was looking for something to stream, had to dig around with Fireman, which is still one of the main reasons I'm doing this. And, well, let's just go and play things already, shall we? Some of the things in this beta are going to take me back. Very much. Some things are broken and some things are downright pills. And then remember, me and Mick, we had to test those. Right, intro stage. I don't remember a lot of changes in here. There are maybe one or two things I saw on the intro stage that I thought they were looking at, but that might just have been me derping. Oh no, that's... I'm already off to a great start. Do you mind? Okay. No. There we go. Yeah. When I was shooting at one of those things, I do not have enemy names at my disposal, much unlike Megaman. This is going to be normal because you're probably going to understand why in some spots. I would also play Megaman Rockforce on hard at some point, but that's not what I'm looking to do here right now. Come on. So yeah, intro stage pretty much unchanged. While I was beta testing, most of this I did during my breaks on my previous internship, which is at least 1 year ago. Which is at least 1 year ago, and guess we're going to find out if this is hard, but right. A year ago at that internship I failed. That could be a story for another time entirely. But yeah, we're going to run into something pretty soon that almost caused me to break out laughing. Try again, Justice Man. Right, Shockman. Ender strategy is not much of a pill, in case you aren't already aware. And this hasn't really changed much. Probably a little bit faster. That's a recurring theme of changes in Megaman Rockforce. Well, some of the changes in regard to blast speed were already made a while back. Ow! Great job, me. Here. 6. Yeah, they did. This is basically all he does. Might as well save. There's probably some saves hanging around still. I'll just overwrite some saves. I'm done with those anyway. I'm not sure if anything has really changed here. I do know the ending was a little different back then. That went through some changes that I might go over when the time comes. But this probably not even graphically. Present day. It is Rogues Gallery time, and I guess most of you know this gallery. Yeah, sure, man. That's his antics. Maybe his antics were hilarious and made me subdue my own amusement because I was at work. Anyway, Critman might be a bit of a wimp, boss-wise, but Photoman is much better, and I make the point to start with Photoman. Except, especially, like this. Especially since, well, that's why you're free fireman. I remember starting with Charade Man when I first tested this. Wait, something? Are these things even around on hard mode? I suspect we are all playing a hard mode anyway. Oh, come on, please! Please! Don't be such a... Something tells me I'm playing on hard mode anyway. Okay, that was 40. And first time I went through this stage when beta testing, I did play the game before at least. Oh, come on! Yeah, see, this is why I'd rather not play on hard mode. Can't even make it past this room. Oh my god. Ah, really? Good job, me. Hold on. And ready to have another go at it, and I can't believe that. When did the difficulty of this version go to hard all of a sudden? I can't remember ever testing this on hard. Eddie, save me! Balls. Alright. Yes, sorry about that. I'm not going to keep this up forever. That's for sure. Oh, bloody hell. Oh. Help me, at least pay attention to things. Okay, that's the way to go about that. That's not. Oh, great. Yeah, hard mode. From what I heard is Bill. I think I might have played on hard before, but I can't really recall it doing that during beta testing. Right, last done. Yeah, that dump on my ass. Thank you very much. Wait. How many lives did I? Huh? Say what now? Oh, screw this! Let me just go to the title screen for a moment, because this does not work. Back to normal with you. I mean, it could probably take bosses on hard, but the stages are just... now does the game save difficulty when I do this? One way to find out, I suppose. Okay. I do hope this is not... Okay! That works. This is what I was expecting to see. When I first tested this, as I was saying before Ladybugs happened, I remember going through this with Bombman, who was also pretty fun, and you died, please. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted out of you. Wait. Alt key? Alt key! What just... What just... What? For some reason... there we go. I can jump now at long last. Okay. Let's pay closer attention. Back when I played this pop band, I know that things died really quickly to the guy, especially in close quarters. But you're going to see that eventually. Got me? Alright, I can just do this the legit way. And that's not by accidentally falling off the ladders. Right. Yes, I guess it kind of does. Oh, my infinite lives are still on. Oh well, it's for the best, I suppose. Makes things go just a little bit quicker, though to be honest, I do not expect to make this in one sitting. The entire game, that is. Most of the things, because Justice 3 is going to be a bit of an attraction. There are a few changes in there. Not to mention doing this as Rockforce members, which I tried. Mostly because of Bombman and Fireman. Bombman being having some trouble with certain things, and Fireman being, well, Fireman. Ow! Please don't. Okay. Sorry if I'm going a bit quiet here. I actually don't know where to start with my vacation and all that. I didn't really think about it that much. But we often think to talk about soon enough. Ow, pain. Don't! Oh well. Yeah, the big stompers, or elites, that's what I call them in reserves, they die to one hit. To one hit in Bombman. That's not me being airheaded. I do this kind of thing all the time where I just goof my words. No spiders. But yeah, the elites, they die to one hit in Bob. I'm doing it again. They die in one hit to Bombman. That's the word. Which I noted and still I still find that a bit crazy. No spiders, please. Spiders, please. Okay, that's not really what I wanted out of you, but oh well. Right, and I'm also streaming with the door of my room open for more to keep it cool in here. So, yeah, you might pick up on some background noises. You might pick up on. Let's see if yeah, the photo flare is the thing I'm mainly concerned about, because the other thing I have a lot of time to react to. Oh no, no, ow! Thanks for getting overconfident, me! Photo flare. On hard mode, I have seen this already. I've at least seen that much. He actually slightly moves his photon flare before it explodes, which makes dodging it a little less of a fixed matter. Anyway, here is the Medal of Justice, which I might as well demonstrate right now. Well, right now. Next time. Photon flare, still photon flare. Your screens handle that. This will be a good moment to point out for those that don't know Megaman Rockforce. Mikobani did a LPA on that one. So, and him not only actually speaking English as first language, but also being a lot better with words than I am, clearly. You'll probably be able to explain things a little better about this game than me, so... For the most part, you should check his videos if you're curious. I don't need lives. I might as well buy E-tanks already. Fireman! Expect a lot of Justice jokes. And Sonic Boom jokes. There's background noises. Please excuse me while I close the door for a moment. While some of you can guess which thing is broken, if you don't know already. Right, sorry about that. So, Fireman's Firestorm is pretty good, but was never really broken. He has this upward attack which I never questioned. Never questioned. I'm in more shape today. Which I questioned at first, but grew to appreciate. And then there's this. In the actual version of the game, you can do this up to twice. What GoldwaterDLS managed to miss in this version is that if you dictate, Fireman can have 3 shots on screen, and that limit he decided to apply to this. Gravity is harsh, but not harsh enough to well. You won't have 3 shots on screen ever if you do this, so for all intents and purposes, Fireman is basically Boom Knuckles. As I rather quickly, as I didn't remember that, good job me, as I quite quickly found out here. I can't even cheap right. Justice reigns from above! And that's one of many justice jokes I can make. So, yeah, this is the main attraction, though I'm not going to do everything as Fireman. In this version, it's perfectly possible. You can see just how much of a god Fireman was in this version. Like, seriously. The upward attack I grew to appreciate right here with the birds. It's always birds out, which I just faceplanted into. So while I get hit and basically slug through this as Fireman, I start off about my vacation already. Starting when we left, because this is what reminds me of. It reminds me. We have the unfortunate honors of having some seagulls on our roof, and not just any seagulls, but seagulls with chicks, which means, yeah, they get aggressive even though they don't belong here. It's a Netherlands problem. Last things. And we still have them. What we thankfully don't have is wasps in our what we no longer have is wasps in our shelter. which I find out much of my displeasure because I hate wasps. I might even actually fear the things. Anyway, that was a good a time as any to leave. Aside from the fact I really need a bit that because my internship, though I just received word that I made this internship, it means I'm almost done with college. That internship did wreak absolute havoc, which is why you barely saw me on name. Oh, no. Almost got one of those up and downs up my ass. Okay, focus. Going quite for a moment. We're going to have birds. Birds! Right, where was I? Right, so for vacation I went camping for 3 weeks in the Pyrenees. Well, most of the Pyrenees. That's the story for another time. And I also went with it was my family and most of the family of one of my close friends. And close family including one of my other close friends who is the boyfriend of one. It's a complicated story, which probably isn't that important. Ow, I have a long way to go before I can talk and play video games at once at the same time. I'm almost equipped, man, so it'll have to wait. For warning, the way I'm going to do this is it's probably going to take pretty long. In the name of justice! And this is where it should be blatantly clear that fireman is bloody broken. Hey, come on, stay here, will you? I would make the justice reigns from above joke here, but I already did that. Come on, get. Well, more than informed, you don't need to cheap give a man like this. He's one of the easiest bosses in the game already. This would be like adding insult to injury. Flying along at the speed of knuckles. There we go. I even took a hit during that time. Right, who did I free here? It might be Nightman, actually, if I recall correctly. Yep. And so we get Nightman, with whom I had some issues during testing. His shield being rather finicky. So his damage and the ability to block in the first place, and the fact he can attack in at least 2 directions, that saves him from, well, let's put it this way, if he didn't have some of his abilities, I would not be using the guy ever. I see you there, Trade Man. Let's buy another thing. Let's close the game by accident! Ah, I'm sorry, guys. That's me really not. Really not being into it today. Yes, we've seen this by now. Right. I see you, tirade woman. Which we're going to tackle as Nightman. Yeah, you be afraid. Sometimes Nightman just does the thing where he breaks his own leg. So Nightman, he back in the beta days, he could still shoot upwards, shoot straight, and block things. But his size is a problem. It is very much a problem. That's all. It is possible to do pretty much anything as Nightman, but for the bosses you need patience, even though Nightman does good damage to all of them, if memory serves. And in some stage sections you have to get rather creative. Now this section, that one isn't too bad. No matter who you're playing as. I'm just waiting to change myself. There we go. No. Right. I also don't recall changes in here. Other than the music, which is pretty damn cool, and that jump makes me a little nervous, even more so since I'm Nightman. Nightman and Tornado Man, they have serious trouble with some of the jumps, though it is possible. Right, ow. Okay, so yeah, 3 weeks to the Pyrenees, and yeah. First stop was Spain, where it was bloody hot, and so in Spain, the camping we went to was Manso Crocodilos, which is run by Dutchmen, which is a recurring theme of my holiday, which is campings run by Dutchmen. Apparently we're very much a what was it? Right. Apparently we're very much a much the camping type. Something which I'm very much unaware of, much like all of the other Dutch stereotypes ever. Well, I don't know most of them. I'm still learning a lot of them as... whoa! Hi, Mar! I've heard we're a camping folk, and... whoa! Ow! I forgot about that. No! See, this is the big problem with Nightman. He leaves himself wide open quite often. If you act like an idiot, or me for that matter. So yeah, I'm still learning new stereotypes, Dutch stereotypes by the day. Anyway, Manso Crocodilos, it was run by Dutch people, which I like because I barely even speak. I just speak Dutch and French. No, not Dutch and French. I clearly don't speak English. You've heard some of my verbal fuck-ups already. Yeah, Dutch and English, and barely even speak German or French, let alone Spanish. So yeah, I was very happy that I could at least talk to the management in my own language. Oh, right, that takes care of that, that takes care of that. Anyway, it was bloody hot. What would you expect? What did you expect? It's summer. And in come the tomatoes, which make me somewhat nervous. Thankfully, Nightmare... What is wrong with me? Nightman kills most things really quickly, which is a massive boon in that section. As it helps you not deal with the RNG involved in the tomatoes. After this, we'll score the fight Charade Man, who is a massive pill to fight, and probably has been for a very long time, if memory serves. Right, those things explode. Charade Man, let me remember how to fight him. Ow! And this when I'm a size a problem, even though Charade Man is weak to Nightman. Did I really just lose to Charade Man as Nightman? Yes, I did. Let me just try that again. The disadvantage to the Rockforce members is that most bosses take really long, because they are not weak to you, period. Unless you are one of those. Unless you are one of those that they are weak to, like Nightman in this case. Charade them, please! He's going to get in my... Oh, he's going to throw balls in my face. Yeah, that's how the fight is supposed to go if you're a Nightman. Preferably without getting hit, but hey, what can you do? It's Charade Man, he's a pill, and Nightman is big to boot. Right, here we free Tornado Man, which was the first Rockforce member I managed to free on my test runs. Yet equipped with Trade Cone, which I still insist is a genius weapon. Basically a fail-safe, or not to mention hilarious to kill things with. Body blow! Quite literally. Safe. That is 2 down. And we're going to take a look at Tornado Man, and I remember from one of my later runs through our test version that Circuit Man was weak to Tornado Man, which is why we're going to tackle him next. Circuit Man, he's one of the tougher ones. As far as the stage goes, he always was. As far as the boss goes, he eventually got hit with the typical speed up update buff, which speeds him up considerably. Well, so much for the shot. I cannot believe I just did that. So Tornado Man, he fires these things, which he wasn't able to in Megaman 9. He has a Tornado Blow, which further boosts his jump, in case you need that. And there are actually some situations in which that is extremely helpful. And then there's this, which helps you, which basically allows you to Goomba Stomp enemies and slow your momentum to a crawl. Also, those enemies in the original, in the newest version of the game, they have this expression when they actually fire. Nothing much, just something I needed to point out. That was my fireman reflex telling me to fire upwards instead of using a tornado blow like right there. That was not what I planned to do. There we go. Right. In this stage I remember a bug involving these blocks and conveyor belts. I will point out when I get to the area where it happened. Words. Again. I'm pretty sure even Tornado Man cannot make it down there. Well, he can make it down there, but he can't make it on the conveyor belt. And that was not what I was intending to do. Today, Soul plays badly. Let me just get there again real quick. Again with the panic. How? Oh my god, that was terrible! Why did I do that? Right. No. Yeah, I'm going to face plant through this one. I'm tired of this section by now. So yeah, as I was about to say, it's a bit of a shame because that happens really easily in this stage. Thanks to Tornado Man's increased jump height. Tornado Man has severe issues with jumps. I pointed this out already, I remember. When I actually was trying Tornado Man out, I sent him at Fuse Man. And since Fuse Man got harder fairly recently, let's slide into a block, that's a great idea. That was a bit of a problem. Who actually took through this stage was Nitro Man, and since he cannot shoot through walls, this is where I first discovered Goldwater's measure, contingency plan in case Rockforce members that cannot shoot through walls would run into situations that require them to. Being that these otherwise puzzly gimmicks turn into glorified Joker blocks, which in this case absolutely isn't a bad thing. Oh dear. Okay, there we go. Okay, that takes care of that. But Nitro Man is another I will get into because he is still stupidly good. I'm not quite sure how to get it, but I know it's possible because I wasn't the only one who was absolutely baffled by the placement of that extra life. Let me just face plant into that real quick. And then do this for a moment. Fill up my health, that's something I really needed at this time. Okay, a little more of a dash here. And then there's this fucking area. There is just this fucking area, which is an absolute pain for Tornado Man. And that will be why. Please jump height. Again. this is where it happened, I believe. I was standing on this conveyor belt, I believe. This block fell down next to me, and before I knew it, I was suddenly standing on there and fell to my doom before I even realized what was happening. As for Circuit Man, he didn't really change as far as most people are concerned. But again, he just got a lot faster, and that's not all, he got some extra attack. He got one extra attack, which again, most of you know about. And I still have some difficulties dealing with the circuit breaker here. Die, please. Okay, that takes care of that. Alright, and here's Scotsman, who is, in my opinion, better than people give him credit for. Right, that's already 4 down. This is going quite fast, actually. Right. Let me just buy another E-tank before we go. And we will be tackling Fuseben next. I think. Yes, I will be tackling Fuseben next. Ah, right. That the music also changed by the time this beta was a thing. I forgot. So, Cutman, he does all these things, like aiming upwards, firing gravity-based rolling cutters, and firing even more rolling cutters. There's also his wall jump, which unfortunately is borderline useless. Except where you can do this, and there's a ladder present, and you feel like ladders are complete. Come on. He might have some trouble with spiders if he fires too many of his rolling cutters, but oh well. Then there's the Diametro monkeys, which I've run for like ever while I'm mentioning them. Right, Cutman can get absolutely none of those. And I do... And there was something involved with these minecarts. I do hope I get to show that off. Okay, yeah, that was me trying to show off something crazy involving these minecarts, but... oh well. Whoops. Maybe coming in with the right character too. Okay, yeah, maybe I cannot demonstrate it, but it involves spawning an endless supply of minecarts. Right, let's try it again for a moment. Oh sure, now I can't get to the extra life. Let's see. Checkpoints. Yeah, that's where Cutman gets some problems when the throwing cutters actually can't reach. Okay. Huh? Okay, was firing a gravity bound rolling cutter, but then that happened. This timer was never that much of a pill. At this point, I've run out of things to say about this stage other than Fuseman being a bit of a problem, especially if Cutman is not his weakness. Because of the idea to throw that dynamite. Either when Fuseman uses the Phantom Fuse on the ground. Ow! I have a plan. And I do think that's a good plan in the future. Ow! At least if the rolling cutters stay on the screen infinitely, in which case the fight gets a little bit more interesting, shall we say. Okay, do the job, rolling cutters. Now I can focus on dodging and still fail, knowing me. Johnny, why am I playing this turn? Ow. If this keeps up, I will probably go switch to Megaman, and remember, I totally don't have this guy's weakness. Or maybe use some E-tanks, since I'm probably going to buy more than I ever need. Ow. Ow. That would be a good time to use an E-tank. I do seem to have a little less issues with the dynamite than I did back in the day. Ow! Either it's my input or my fingers are just fading all over the place. Anyway, that's Fuseman out of the way. And I should probably point out when the next set of Robot Masters comes in on the stream, because that's where the changes really become apparent. Anyway, we finally get Bombman, who is not amused. I think I'm going to take a bit of a bathroom break right now. So, be right back. Right, I'm back. And I'm about to switch to Bombman. Next to Fireman is one of my favorite Rockforce members to dick around with. Let's see if I can find a good stage to point out why. Hold on. Sorry about that. No, that's the wrong window. There we go. Right, so what would be a good stage for this? You know what? Let's check on balls, man. I'm probably going to regret this, seeing as Bobman is slightly ill-equipped for this place, actually. But it does showcase what makes him so stupid sometimes. You can have one Bob on screen, and this is key because you can do this for pretty much ever, and it shields Bobman from anything destructible. Which is convenient because Bobman decimates everything. Even shielded enemies, like Sniper Joe's, they are basically fucked if you play at Bobman, and are not in extremely good positions. That? Now that was not what I planned to do, but it took care of the thing anyway. This man's power is not to be underestimated, but his range is something shouldn't be possible to overestimate because in some spots Bombman is extremely hard to use. When I ran into certain stages during testing, my first reaction was often, or rather my second reaction, or third reaction, or I had a lot of reactions, so technically it wouldn't be our first reaction, but I would often think to myself, this will probably be hell as Bombman, and I will proceed to try it because I am a madman. You will probably see it in some of the Fusion Master stages. Bombman also doesn't get to fight this thing. When I went through your Godman, I did not know how to take care of the mini boss here. It was a bit of a stretch how to take care of him, but Goldwater thought of it nonetheless. Concentrate here for just a moment. That was undershooting it. And this is where you need to get creative with Nightman and not go this way. This is also where I suspect Bombman will in a lot of pain, a lot of trouble. Or maybe not. Unless this happens. Come on, sync up already. Right, let's just go through here. Yeah, that is what I was expecting. When I go to this place with Bombman. And these ball stoppers also stop your bombs, which is a severe problem. Which means Bombman might also be very ill-equipped to fight Bossman as opposed to Photoman, who is actually weak to Bombman. As he needs that. Unfortunately, Bombman's firepower isn't nearly as high as Nightman, so this could take a while, if I make it at all. Oh, good job, me. I'm dead. Oh, that was close and probably actually doable. After this, I'm probably going to check my notes from back during the day to see if I actually remember something about these stages. There's already one thing I missed back in Gridman stage. I ran to the unfortunate part where, well, if your life is full, Gridman would throw this life tank at you to be a good sport and all that, even though he isn't much of a fighter. And I went to the place of Fireman. I ran to the place. My health wasn't full. My health was full. Gridman threw the tank at me, and well, forever freeze. The game froze, and that was a reset right there. Thankfully, Goldwater fixed that. Why do my windows do this? Doors open. Excuse me. That takes care of that. Right. And we free Nitro Man, which next to Fireman is probably the most broken Worldmaster Rockforce member in the game. Now broken, most powerful. I'm sorry, Nitro Man sometimes. I pointed out that sometimes Nitro Man was going a bit overboard with what he could do. But otherwise, Night Command was fun, and that was a Rockforce member I was actually willing to try the final stage with. And trying the final stages as one of the Rockforce members is usually suicide and an exercise in brain. That was going somewhere, I was pretty sure. Okay. That leaves 2. Shockman and Forestman, both are corner road masters, so they're going to produce the set of road fusion masters that was new at the time. Yes. Okay, that should take care of that. Let's go off to Shockman already, shall we? So, Megaman's wheel cutters, they're good, they block things, and this is where it becomes a bit of a problem. Because Megaman blocks borderline everything with this, which undermines Nightman a little, in my opinion. You can also fire them wheel cutters up there. Up here. And then there's Spike Mode, which as of yet I have absolutely no use for, because of dodging just outright faceplant in the face. Which I guess is fine for speedrunning, but to be entirely honest, I do not want to prioritize speedrunning myself. Yeah, see? It blocks absolutely everything. Even when you fire it. You know what? I'm just going to actually check my notes already. Jeez. Shockman, right. Alright, nothing much in these stages. I expected as much. Right, so back to my vacation at long last. Ow. There was a lot of... We took a fair amount of fights during my vacation as well, and I'm not that fond of how it was back in Spain, because all the roads were so right. And this was a thing. The shield boxes on those things don't always work properly. I wasn't really able to cement the case properly, so that stuck. Right. The roads were overgrown, so I lost track of, I would often lose track of time and distance, which got a little stressful after a while. The most stressful thing is when we went for a swim in a creek, and then it wasn't that far away from the camping, but then the parents in the group came across some Spanish hikers who told that this other way, falls, ow, who told that where they came from would also lead to our camping. Guess what was completely false? Concentrate here for a little. Right. So yeah, and that's not all. We were all expecting to just swim and then head back to the camping, so we took the dog of the other family with us, and the mother of my close friend. She wasn't in that much well condition, which raised the question: why was it necessary to listen to those hikers? Just hey, sure, they, without knowing where exactly they came from, why follow their directions? Need to say the dog was absolutely exhausted, and I was less than amused. Thankfully, I decided to wear my sandals, but considering the original plan, I could also have done this on my slippers, which like my mother, and then my feet would have been absolutely flat. We also went for swims quite often in the pool at the camping. Alright, that's what I can... Ow! Right, I need to get back to this fight. And this is one of the things that can make Night Commander stupidly good, unless your wheel colors are all on screen, which you need to watch out for. Right, now to actually focus on the fight. Ow! I'm getting complacent. Yeah, something tells me this was fighting this guy as Nightman was a horrible idea. Oh shit! Ow! Looks like E-Tank time, guys. I'm sorry for my poor performance. Ow! Yeah, that was about to go terribly wrong, and I'm not going to risk that. Here we go. Okay, that was borderline unnecessary. Right, this gets us Elecman, who many people seem to think is powerful, but I don't know. I knew only being able to have one attack on screen is absolutely terrible in some situations. Most notably, fighting bosses as him is absolute hell. I'm going to need this for when I get back to doing things with Megaman, but for now, Elecman. And because a Fireman, which is something else I did in the test run. Fireman, obviously, in this version, ate the stage for breakfast. Thanks to infinite jump. Elecman's wall jump, that one is good, but to be honest, you kind of need it because if you cannot make proper use of his Thunder Beam's power and flexibility, Elecman is kind of dinky. Well, and you do not want to get hit by these things because that does kind of destroy your Thunder Beam a little. Up there. For some reason, it also pierces shields here. I don't remember it actually doing that here. In this version. As you can see, Megaman is not less powerful despite the issues I do have with using him. Ow. Right, there is I. Right, what did start in Spain was D&D. That was my first attempt at the 5th edition. Yes, I do D&D. Oh balls. That was a bit risky, but it turned out okay. Now let me just focus for a moment. It was also my first time trying a published campaign, which I had some issues with, but that's for the sake of keeping things a little short, I'm not going to get into that because that's just way off topic. At first, I was playing a character that didn't work so well, which was probably a result of me being the complete opposite of me, and the result of trying to translate her from the 4th edition, which I still like very much, to the 5th edition, in which that edition of the character didn't work, and that's... Yeah, Megaman is actually pretty good against fires, man. But then I decided to play a far... Well, the character I played as first was a... Ow! Oh, great. That's probably going to kill me. Yeah, because I make horrid choices. But, the character I was playing at first was a cheating monk and basically lacked discipline for the most part. It was fun to play in theory, but I couldn't put it off in practice. Then I decided to play a more utility who could go into an outright sadistic frenzy. In other words, I was multiclassing Fight Barbarian, and I was power playing a little, because I was using a halberd and also had a feat that allowed me to just make 2 attacks in one turn using that halberd and its other blunt end. For attack with a blunt and that blunt end sure was effective. Ow. And whenever something came into my reach, I would just hit them for massive damage. Needless to say, I cleaned a lot of shop, and the character Enrica, she was fun. I enjoyed playing as her. Just sociopaths, psychopaths, and all that sort of place for comedy. That I enjoy very much. First encounter, I took a lot of the kills, and also when our party found a dwarf manuscript with pictures, the first thing she would do was point out his injuries because she was absolutely obsessed with harm and inflicting it. A bit of an unfortunate result, but that's something I might explain later or something. I don't know. Most notably, when we moved to France, the French side of the Pyrenees, and I'm going to finish the story before I go on and actually notify Ink so people will watch the main attraction, which is not this. We moved to the French side of the Pyrenees and had an encounter. I just cleaned a ridiculous amount of shot because we are finding a heck of an encounter with lots of air cults trying to push us off a really big tower, and a boss that basically bends the rules a little too, because he was actually capable of moving quite nimbly in heavy armor, which from my experience would have meant I would not have hit this guy. Once the DM let the boss parry, and I didn't roll it well, that made me realize I could take this guy. And Jesus Christ, I could take this guy. I was very lucky with my rolls, but it ended with me the 90% of the damage, and remaining 10% went to my brother. Did 9% of the damage to the boss. I practically soloed a boss that our party was supposed to have trouble with. It was basically an exchange of, well, sometimes 3 attacks per turn for the boss against my 2, sometimes 4 at 1.4 attacks per turn against him. It was epic. And I couldn't believe that happened. So yeah, the 5, that was fun. Anyway, at this point, we have these 4, and I'm going to notify Ink real quick. Be right back. The Discord chat, which is fun time sometimes. Let's see if people tune in, and I'm right. So these 4. This will change the real Portman stage is a heck of a lot longer. Trillman has some changes as well, which also make him a bit of a pill. Foreman has a few changes, and Terrorman is mostly unchangeable. I'll go back to Megaman while I'll tackle Warman. Well, I'm probably going to call it quits after these 4. Fun fact: this gimmick, that's something I had in mind for Base Unleashed. And then I saw it here, and so I was like, hey, I was planning to do that. And then of course was like, oh, no. No, you stay there for me. And then I was of course like to myself, you know what? He can have the gimmick. It's what I get for not working, and you can't fight over gimmicks anyway. Get over here. Anyway, when I was testing this stage, it was a pleasant surprise for the most part. You'll see in a moment, during the last stretch, why I wasn't as happy with the stage. Ow. First checkpoint. Of course, I need to reach the point and play well. That seems to do the trick. Let's actually use the charge shot again. Oh, yeah, I think this much. These guys don't care about being scrolled on our off-screen, and I sure don't seem to care about the bombing runs. That was close. And now for enemy leads. Fitting me pause, and I intended to slide there. Okay, I need that. Okay, that takes care of that. But to sum up the issue this stage had originally, that's not it. Let me just call that back in screen. The elites, nowadays they just jump to your position proper, but they were a bit more haphazard and stupid about following you in this version, which in the final stretch is going to cause problems. Oh, right. Oh, never mind. Here's the problem already. When they jump around a bit more radically, they can just decide to, ooh, shiny bit, and jump. Needless to say, that stretch took a while, my first run, because RNG basically. Ow. Okay, go. Okay, wait for neck bombing run. Go. And follow me proper. No! Get over here. Stop. I said stop. Fine, follow me. Okay, that wasn't very problematic. But the final stretch was a problem. And I hope I get to demonstrate it, because otherwise that's a fair amount of substance of the stream is suddenly gone. Ow. Ow, come on. Ow. Ah, man. Bye. Alright, let's not forget about the bombing runs. Alright, that thing can't follow you in here, but it can faceplant you if you're not careful. This is the place where I run into severe trouble. Severe problems. Stay there. Ow! Okay. Follow me! Wow, it survived that! No, no, go, 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 go! Balls. Get back to the wonderful points. Stay. Right. Now come on, Elite. Do your worst. See? There's the problem. This is not something they do in the new version, thank goodness. Oh, that's new. I can just shoot to the sniper Joes instead of 2 shields. Get back here. Go. That one could also be on me. Come on, move. Stay here. I should have got that thing right. There. Okay, again, that one could also be on me, but... move. Now I'm just getting stupid. Go! Get back here. Follow me. No! That was me trying to be a little too careful. And that's me dying. See, this is what happens when they jump wantonly like complete wolf brains. Ow! I tried to jump that one, but nope. Right, let's try this again. Finally, he survived this. Okay, there we go. Now let's see me score that one on screen. Yeah, well, we figured that would happen. Oh my god! You know what? I'm just going to use Master Weapons for this one because this is getting a little bit too annoying. Except then I can stop those things. Right, learn something new every day. Move. Die. You want me? Move. Move now. Okay, that's what went a little better than I hoped. Hi, Ender. Well, I am though. Except when they with these things, when they jump haphazardly. Warman, some people consider him a fail, but I honestly don't. He's more of a puzzle boss, which, yeah, is a little bit rare in Mega Man. Alright, I remember. No, it would help, Warman, if you cooperated. Yeah. That was an embarrassment. This is what I'm supposed to do! Why can't I just beat Warman like a normal person? All of a sudden. There we go. Now we speed Link. Come on. Thank you. There we go. That's how I did things. Ow! That's also how I did things. Quite frequently, in fact. So that's Warman out of the way. And that... And that make change of... or stop coming. Right, I know what to do next. I'm going to be completely insane and tackle Portman and Bombman, some of which I tried to do. When Portman's stage got shortened, it actually worked out quite nicely. But this is the long version. Ow. Bomb shield for the win. Ow. Alright. It's been a while. Okay. Now I need to shoot this. Kill this. Jump over this. Kill that. Yeah, this was the area I thought Bomban would be having problems. For some reason, I was probably wrong. Bombman, how do you actually... that explains things. But yeah, to use B enemies and then basically creating your footing, that's what's what caused me to think Bombman would be a bit of a horrible fit for the place. This is still as it was, as it is. More Bombman for the win. While we're still in familiar territory, let me just, fall down this ladder. God! Remember, Soul. Remember the places you extensively tested. Right. Maybe just because there's one thing that we did on the French side of the Pyrenees, which was some mountaineering at Via Ferrata. Yes, yes, we can. No. Right, there we go. Anyway, yeah, so I was also... Yeah, oh yeah, right, back in the... Back earlier, these teleporters were a lot more finicky. This is a new room. Or rather an old room. Goldwater was really creative with this gimmick, but it also resulted in a heck of a long stage, which is why all of these things got removed. And oh god, this is where Bombman has problems. Now how do I get through here also? Ow. Not like that for ow! Okay, now let's try not to die here. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, yeah, there. I dropped it. What is wrong with me? Oh my god! Oh my god. Right. No. Ja. Iets overnemen. Ja, zoiets. Ja. Okay, seriously. Okay. Sorry for that. Right. Right. Went mountaineering in the French Pyrenees, and that was a little bit. And that was a bit too much of a thrill. The first part was so bad. You were always secure to the mountain if you did things right. But when the footing got bad, as you have these little bits of iron beneath under your feet, that's when without being secured to the mountain, you would have very real chance of dying outright. Ow. It was fun in spots, but the parts with nothing but ravine beneath you, that went on for like ever, and that did a lot on my nerves, to the point that I could feel it after I was back. Okay, let's focus now. Okay, this is where the stage picks up again. Right. This is where you need to start spawning things on screen. And where you need to be rather careful with Bombman. Oh right, that thing back on screen, and how do I actually pull this off? Ah, that's how. Now, bring this one down. Yeah, I almost think we'll be better if I call it quits ASAP. Given how out of it I am today. But do you remember this stage? Impressing me duly. I'll just scroll this back on. Ah, so close that time. And when you make mistakes like these and turn a stage as long as this version of 4-man stage, then it should be rather clear why that got toned down. It was Megaman actually insisted more than I did. Then I realized Mick was absolutely right. Okay, that takes care of that. Okay, now let's do this right. 3 times the charm. Okay. Good job, me. Finally! Okay, that moves the thing back in regular range. But one of the best things about my trips was that we got to go to Andorra, which I barely even heard of prior to damn teleporters. Prior to my holidays, I never even heard of it or why it was such a great place. Turns out everything is absolutely bloody cheap there. Right. Okay, that puts both in place. And the cheapness of Andorra also includes games, which I'm grateful for because it allows me to buy two amiibos and Fire Emblem Fates, which I have been wanting to buy for a price that would normally get me just one amiibo and Fire Emblem Fates, maybe. So yeah. Yeah, that Swordman stage. That extra puzzle, that made things last a fair bit longer than it should. Portrait Man himself, he's a very odd case in so many ways. That's a spreadsheet now. For one, he of course has the same two. Of course, the same 2.5D gimmick of the stage, but also on hard mode he causes 2 of these things to rise, which you can use to create effects when you actually stand on the thing that he also makes, that he also brings up. Also, Tornado Man absolutely, if you get the hang of his momentum stopping air attack, you can just Goomba stomp him into oblivion. Right, stage select. That leaves 2. I'm probably just going to do Thrillman and then be done because Thermal Man actually, if I recall right, let's just check my notes real quick. Thermal Man actually does have a whole lot going on. Yeah, my notes on Thermal just dictate I had some difficulty with his gimmick, how it was handled. Speaking of that, I will, since Fireman is going to do any good in Thrillman stage, I'll just go with Megaman now. Though I used a Legman there on my testing grounds. Thrillman made me bloody nervous the first time I reached him, because I reached him on my final life and I didn't fully get the hang of his stage yet. There's probably the first change. You have less room for error. There's also no shield attack there, which serves, which helps you to learn that when you shoot, your head goes up. Both me and Nick point this out, and thus Goldwater added a shield attacker. Instead, we have this room to introduce the gimmick, so you quite frantically shoot at the match usually. That can have bad results, and that's also rather unwarranted. That gimmick, you just have a tough time handling it the first time you see it, based on my own experience at least, and it forces you to really use your head. Wait, do I have 90 tanks? Yeah, no need to bother going after that. Speaking of using your head, that's something I seem to be not doing. There's this, which just makes you go, ah, clever, and pass it. This made me this got me a little flabbergasted because I didn't realize you could just do this. And then there's this room where I was a complete derp, but I didn't realize you just pass through like this. Also, I will probably now is not a very good time to point out. I will point out that Goldwater is in fact still working on this game. What he plans on an update that he plans to be the final one, and somehow even bigger than the previous update has already been, and I need to protect my head at all costs. Oh my god. Ow. Right. Let's race again. Up. Up. I'm really not thinking this through. Ow. I also noted that this wall pushing buttons in this manner is a lot to ask for, which was an exaggeration on my part. Ow. think that Sniper Joe off screen. Okay, that's how I'm supposed to do it. I remember now. Ow. And then I can just not grab the ladder. And I blame my keyboard for that one. Ow. This is probably a place where I could use master weapons. Damn, me and my buster only pride. Let's go. Fire, let's go. Why couldn't I do that one right the first time? Oh. And this is what happens when you don't pay attention to the head. Like that. Rush, and then I remember I haven't actually used much in the way of weapons at all. Thankfully I'm almost there, and there's another section where I had some difficulties, but it sure as hell wasn't that one. Also at one of the electric stompers, I once had those jump against the big head, and it just died. Not the head, the balls. Not the head, the stomper died. That was weird. Probably has to be fixed because Goldwater wasn't actually sure what happened. This was the spot where which I once again somewhat overreacted to. Which is a recurring theme in Frillman's stage. Frillman himself, not fun to reach on your final life, nor to really fight in this version, because there's one thing he is missing in here. As awesome as fighting on the train. As awesome as it is to, yeah, that. As awesome as it is to fight on a train, he's missing the cue for the cross beams. In later versions he would just go, oh shit, like you would when you see that thing pop onto your screen all of a sudden. Now, what was his weakness again? Because I frankly want to get it over with. Ow! Oh, circuit breaker seems to work. If I don't shoot his balls. Come on! Okay, fine. Right, that's Frillman. For next time, because I'm going to call it quits just about now. Thermoman, where honestly nothing much happens. Deathman, which is an absolutely glorious stage, which I have a lot to say on. And the Justice Man stage, just because, yeah. Justice 3 was going to be a thing on its own, I'm just adding a little more. I guess that's it for now. I can't go on when I'm airheaded like this, and I severely underestimated the thing I was planning to do. My apologies for what I feel was seriously under-delivering. And I will see you next time. I will at least finish this. Stopping the stream. See you later.